So hello everyone. Today we'll be doing the questions of issue of shares. All these questions which I've taken in this PDF of today are the questions of issue of shares from the paper 2023. All the 5 sets I've taken, all the questions of 3 marks, 4 marks and 6 marks which were asked in the exam previous year. So this first question, we'll read this question and we'll start. So this question says NX Limited issued 1 lakh shares of 10 each at a premium of 10%, that means 10 rupees share and 1 rupees premium, to the public for subscription. The whole amount was payable on application. It's a lump sum. The application was received for 3 lakh shares and the board decided to allot the share to all the shareholders on pro rata basis. So since it is lump sum, nothing will be transferred to allotment. Okay, access fund will be refunded immediately. So do not forget to prepare the format. Okay, so I need to write here whose book is it. Books of NX Limited, journal, date, particulars, LF, debit and credit. So my first entry is going to be for receiving the application money. Since we are receiving both application, entire money along with application, so we'll write share application and allotment. To share application and allotment account. So in narration, you need to write down that application money received on 3 lakh shares at the rate uh, 10 each, and you can write with rupees 1 premium. So narration is required. So 3 lakh into 10 is n plus 3, sorry, 11 into 3 is 33 lakh. Now we'll pass the entry for transferring share application and allotment money towards capital. To share capital account to, since we have securities premium reserve, we need to write security premium reserve also, and the access fund will be refunded, so we'll write bank here. Okay, so in capital we need to transfer by into 10, SPR into 1, and here into 11. So 33 lakh will write in share application allotment. 10 into 1 lakh into 10 is 10 lakh, which be transferred to share capital. 1 lakh in SPR, and how much is the excess? 22 lakh, that will be refunded. So you can write down the narration that application money transferred to share capital, securities premium reserve and access money refunded. This is the end of this question. This is a 3 marks question. Okay, so next question, these are balance sheet question. Now each and every paper has a balance sheet question like this, which is of 4 marks. So here, let's read the question first. It says, Sandesh Limited has an authorized capital of rupees 30 lakh divided into equity shares of 10 each. How many shares will be there? 3 lakh shares. So total 3 lakh shares at the rate 10 is their authorized number of shares, that is total authorized capital is 30 lakh. The company invited application for 70,000 shares. Application, this is issued, 69 is subscribed. Now all the shares were made and duly received except first and final call of 2 per share on 3,000 share. That means out of 69,000, on this 3,000 share entire amount is not received. On this 8 was received, 2 was not received. And that means on remaining 66 entire 10 rupees was received. So this is subscribed fully paid up, this was subscribed not fully paid up. Now what happened, they are saying this all these shares were forfeited. Since you forfeited all the shares, this share will go under share forfeiture account. So there is no subscribed and fully paid up under this question. So let us quickly make the format. We'll draw the balance sheet format first. Do not forget to write the name of the company, that is Sandesh Limited, in this balance sheet. As at date is not given, so we'll leave it as it is. Then particulars, note number and amount. So share capital we write under equity and liability. So I'm writing equity and liabilities. Where do we write shares? Under the head shareholders fund. So write shareholders fund. Under that, share capital is the place where we write down all the amount. So I'll put number 1 here because all the amounts will show under notes to account. So this is notes to account. Okay. So I'll write down note number 1. Note number 1 is for share capital. So you need to write here share capital. Okay, so first thing I'll write is the authorized capital. So I'll write authorized capital. So how much is the authorized capital? So those were 3 lakh shares. These were 3 lakh equity shares. So I need to write here 3 lakh equity shares at the rate 10 each. So that's how 30 lakh is their authorized capital. Do not forget to double underline it. Why we need to double underline? Because this is not the amount which is received. We are just informing that 3 lakh was the authorized number of shares into 10. This is their authorized capital. So this is not the amount which is received. The amount which will be received, we won't double underline it. Okay. Then is issued. Issued capital. How much is issued capital? 70,000 equity shares at the rate 10 each. That is 7 lakh. Even this is not received because this was what company is offering. They expected 7 lakh, but 7 lakh wasn't received. So now comes subscribed capital. Now under subscribed capital, we have subscribed and fully paid up. So total subscribed capital was 69. Out of 69, 3,000 we need to leave because this on this complete amount was not received. That means on 66,000 equity shares into 10, that is 6,60,000 was received. Since it was received, we are not going to double underline. Then since there is no subscribed and subscribed not fully paid up, why? Because all those shares on which complete amount was not received are forfeited. If they are forfeited, then whatever amount is received, we need to transfer to share forfeiture account. So how much is received? 3,000 into 8 is received, 2 is not received. So 8 will go under share forfeiture, so 24,000 will go here, and total both of this, so we'll get 6 lakh 84,000. The same amount we need to write here also, 6 lakh 84,000. This is the solution of this question. So we'll do one thing. We'll solve all the questions of balance sheet first because each and every paper has a question like this. So yeah, this is the question of 67 to 1, the another set. Let us read this also. This is also a balance sheet question. So this question says, Saraswati Limited has an authorized capital of rupees is given. That means this is the authorized capital. Each share is of 10. So 1 lakh is the number of shares which can be issued. Okay, so that's the reason 1 lakh into 10, 10 lakh is the authorized capital. Subscribed and fully paid up share capital of the company was 4 lakh. That means 40,000 at the rate 10 were issued and 40 were subscribed. To meet its new financial requirement, the company issued 20,000 equity share of 10 each, which were payable 3 on application, 3 on allotment, 2 on first call, and we don't need this such bifurcation in balance sheet as such. We just need to know the entire amount, which is 10 rupees. Now issue was fully subscribed. Now pay attention over here that 4 lakh means 40,000 shares were issued and subscribed. Again 20,000 shares issued and subscribed. So total issued shares were 60,000 and subscribed was also 60,000 here. Then what they are saying, the allotment money was payable on 1st May, first call on this and this. We are not concerned with this. We are, because we are not going to write down this dates in the balance sheet. So further it says that X, whom 1,000 shares were allotted, did not pay the allotment and calls money. So look at this. X, who was having 1,000 shares, did not pay. Now it is like 3 on application, 3 on allotment, 2 on first call, 2 on second and final call. So what they are saying, this X did not pay allotment and did not pay allotment and calls money. That means he paid only 3 out of 10. 3 is paid, 7 is not paid. So 7 is not paid by him. That means 7,000 rupees is not paid by X. Coming to Y, Y is another shareholder who was allotted 600 shares. Now on the 600 shares, he did not pay the calls. That means 2 into 4 was not paid by him. 6 4s are 24. 6 was paid, remaining was not paid. Then another person called Z, who was allotted 400 shares, did not pay the final call. The final call is of 2 rupees. That means he did not pay 800. That means X, Y, and Z together, these people had 2,000 shares, and together they have not paid 2, 8, 9, 10. 10,200 amount was not paid by all three of them. Okay, so 2,000 shares are the share which are subscribed but not fully paid up. Now we saw that total number of shares subscribed was 60,000. Out of this 60,000, 2,000 shares are such on which complete amount is not received. That means 58,000 shares are subscribed and fully paid up. 2,000 is subscribed and not fully paid up. And here it's not given that these shares were forfeited. So this 2,000 shares will go under subscribed and not fully paid up, and 58,000 shares will go under subscribed and fully paid up. So let us start solving this question. I'll rub this part out, but make sure that you remember that 10,200 is the amount which is not received on this. This is calls in arrears amount. And how did it came? That's what I've explained before solving this question, because we are going to write the same thing again in the balance sheet. Okay, so let us prepare the balance sheet first. So I'll write down this Saraswati Limited balance sheet. As that date is not known, so we'll leave it as it is. Particulars, note number, amount. So this is equity and liabilities, and liabilities, shareholders fund, then share capital, note number 1. So below this we'll prepare notes to account. Particulars, amount. Okay, so first thing I need to write here is note number 1, share capital. The first thing I'll write is authorized capital. How much is authorized capital? 10 lakh is given. This is rupees. Remove 1 0 because face value is 10. If you divide by 10, you'll get the number of shares authorized. So this is 1 lakh equity shares at the rate 10 each, that is 10 lakh rupees. Double underline it because this is not received. Next is, I don't have space, so I'm writing it here. Okay, so issued capital is how much was issued? 40 and 20, total 60,000. So I'll write here 60,000 equity shares at the rate 10 each. That means 6 lakh. Then comes subscribed capital. Subscribed capital. So under subscribed, I have subscribed and fully paid up. So out of 60,000 shares, 2,000 shares we need to leave. That means we are only going to consider 58,000 shares for subscribed and fully paid up. So I'll write here 58,000 equity shares at the rate 10 each. So 5,80,000 is the subscribed and fully paid up. This is received, so no need to double underline it. Okay, below this I'll write down subscribed but not fully paid up. Okay, so how many shares were there? 2,000. Because if you add this 3,600 and 400, you will get 2,000 as a total share on which was subscribed, but complete amount was not received. So we'll write down 2,000 equity share. Just make sure that write down the complete amount which you are supposed to receive. So this is 20,000 which should be received. Now we have less calls in arrears here. So write less calls in arrears. Now we need to write down the amount first. Now on 1000 into 7, 7,000 was not received, plus the arrears on 6,000 was 6 into 4, 2,400, and 400 into 2, that is 800. So total we got 10,200 as the arrears. So if we subtract, we'll get 9,800. So total answer comes out to be 5,89,800. This amount, we'll write it over here as well. 5,89,000. Okay, so this is the solution of this question. Sorry, 800, I just forgot to write. 89,800. So this is second paper's balance sheet question. So coming to the third paper, this is the balance sheet question of the third paper, Pawan Limited. Okay, so let's read this question first. It says, Pawan Limited was registered with an authorized capital of 10 lakh, okay, divided into 1 lakh equity share of 10. The company offered to the public for subscription 80,000 equity shares. The amount per share was payable 3, 2 and 3. This is 8, 2 rupees is on second and final call. The issue was fully subscribed. All the amount was duly received except the first and final call on 2. Shares to Chavi. Her shares were forfeited. That means out of 80,000 shares which were subscribed, out of that 2,000 shares are on which complete amount is not received, right? What is not received? First call and final call. That means 3 and 2. 5 was not received, 5 was received. And these shares were forfeited. So out of 80, remove 2,000. So you will get 78,000 is subscribed, fully paid up, and 2,000 is subscribed and not fully paid up. Since these shares are forfeited, this will go to share forfeiture. So this question do not have any subscribed and not fully paid up. Okay, so let us quickly draw the balance sheet of this question. This is Pawan Limited balance sheet as at particulars, note number, amount. This is notes to account, particulars, amount. Okay, so first thing we need to write is equity and liabilities Under that, first head is shareholders fund and share capital being the subhead. Note number 1 in front of share capital. Come to notes to account, give right there share capital. Below that, write down authorized capital. How much is the authorized capital? So it's 1 lakh equity shares at the rate 10 each. So total 10 lakh is the authorized, double underline. Then comes issued capital 80,000 equity shares at the rate 10 each. So how much? 8 lakh, double underline, because this is also the amount which is not received. Now comes subscribed capital. So under subscribed we have subscribed and fully paid up. Let's subscribe and fully paid up. How much is it? So out of 80,000, 2,000 are forfeited, right? So we need to take the remaining, which is 78,000 equity shares at the rate 10 each. So 7,80,000 is received. Then 2,000 shares are forfeited. So under share forfeiture account, we'll write 2,000 into C. Final call of 3, sorry, first call of 3 and final call of 2 was not received. That means 5 is received, 5 is not received. So 5 rupees which is received will be transferred to share forfeiture. So total amount received is 7,90,000. Same amount we'll write here as well. 7,90,000. This is the solution of this question. So moving to the next question of balance sheet. Here it is. Sunstar Limited. So let us read it quickly. Sunstar Limited has an authorized capital of 20 lakh divided into equity shares of 10 each. That means 2 lakh shares of 10 each. The company invited application for issuing 60,000 shares and applications were received for 58,000. These are subscribed, these are issued, and these are authorized. All the calls were made and duly received except the final call of 3 per share on 2,000 shares. Okay, all the calls were made also and were duly received also, but on 2,000 shares out of 58, on 2,000 shares 3 rupees of final call out of 10, 3 rupees was not received. That means 7 was paid, 3 was not paid. So this will go under subscribe and not fully paid up. Since these are forfeited, this will go to share forfeiture account and not to share subscribed and not fully paid up. Okay, that means if 58,000 shares are subscribed, out of which 2,000 are forfeited, that means under subscribe and fully paid up we need to write 56,000 shares. So let us prepare the format. This is Sunstar Limited balance sheet as at particulars, note number, amount, equity and liabilities, shareholders fund, share capital. Front of that, write down note number 1. Come to notes to account. Note number 1, share capital. Start with authorized capital. So authorized capital is how much? 2 lakh equity shares at the rate 10 each. That means 20 lakh. Then comes issued capital. How much? 60,000 equity shares at the rate 10 each. So 6 lakh. Then comes subscribed capital. So we have subscribed and fully paid up. How much? 58,000 minus this 2,000. 56,000 equity shares at the rate 10 each. This is received, so no double underlining. Then 2,000 shares are forfeited, so we'll add share forfeiture account. 2,000 into 3 is not received, that means 7 is received out of 10. It's specified here, 3 is not received. So 7 is received, and share forfeiture we include the amount which is received. So 2 sevens are 14. So total we got 5,74,000. Same amount we'll write over here also. 5,74,000. So this is the solution of this question. Now we are remaining with one more last question. Okay. So last one is Narmada Limited. Okay. So let's read this question first. It says Narmada Limited has an authorized capital of 10 lakh divided into equity share of 10. It means 1 lakh equity shares. Company has issued 80,000 shares and the application is received for this. 1 lakh is authorized, 80,000 is issued, 75,000 is subscribed. All the calls were made and duly received except first and final call of 2 per share on 5,000 shares held by Aarti, and these shares are forfeited. So out of 75,000, 5,000 shares are forfeited. So subscribed and fully paid is 70,000 shares. 5,000 are forfeited. So let us draw the format quickly. This is Narmada Limited balance sheet as at particulars, notes number, amount, notes to account. Okay, so first thing is equity and liabilities, then shareholders fund, share capital, note number 1. So notes to account, write down note number 1, share capital. First thing we'll write is authorized capital. So how much is authorized capital? 1 lakh equity shares at the rate 10 each, that is 10 lakh. Double underline. Issued capital, how much? 80,000 equity shares at the rate 10 each, 8 lakh. Then subscribed capital, under which we have subscribed and fully paid up. How many? 70,000, because out of 75, 5,000 are forfeited. So we'll take 70,000 equity shares at the rate 10 each. So how much we'll get? 7 lakh. This is received, so no double underlining. Then plus the shares which are forfeited. So we'll write share forfeiture. How much? 5,000 into, see, out of 10, 2 is not received. That means 8 rupees is received. Okay. So 5 8s are 40, 40,000 is received. So total amount received by the firm is 7 lakh 40,000. So we'll write down the same amount in the balance sheet, 7 lakh 40,000. So here we have done all the balance sheet questions of the previous year. Now moving to the first paper again. Okay. So the next question of 6 mark is for forfeiture of shares. So, so 3 marks each, divided into two parts. Okay, so we'll read the question and then start solving it. Okay, so the first question says, pass necessary journal entries for the forfeiture and reissue in the following case. Okay, so we need to pass the forfeiture entries also and reissue entries also for both these questions. Fine. So the first question says, BCG Limited forfeited 75 shares of 10 each, issued at a premium of 4. So the share is of 10 plus 4. Okay. For the non-payment of allotment, why this it is forfeited? Because for the non-payment of allotment of 8 including premium. Okay. And here it's clearly mentioned that the first and the final call of 4 is not made. So out of 10 rupees, if 4 is not even made, so we are not supposed to take 10. 10 minus 4 will take 6 plus 4. Okay, out of this 8 rupees of allotment was not paid, that means 4 and 4 was not paid. Then how much is paid? Out of 6, this is not paid, so we are remaining with only 2 rupees here. I've explained you how to do this in the class as well, right? So I'm repeating again. Out of 10, 4 rupees is not made. So how much was called? 6 rupees. So this is which will go in share capital. And there's 4 rupees premium also. And they are forfeited because allotment of 8 including premium. That means 4 plus 4 was not paid. So out of 10 plus 6, 4 plus 4 was not paid. That means 2 rupees of application was paid. And this was not paid. So this is your credit part, this is your debit part. Okay, so and then what they are saying, the forfeited shares were reissued at 15 fully paid up. So let me write down the journal entries first. Make sure that you prepare the format properly: debit, credit, date and LF. Okay, and the name of the book is to be written: Book of BCG Limited, journal, date, particulars, LF, debit and credit. So since the date is not given, I'll put the number 1. Okay, so the first entry I need to write is for the forfeiture. So my entry will be share capital account, debit. See, share capital amount will go by 6, SPR will go. This is the my debit part, 6 and 4. So next is securities premium reserve account. Share capital will go by 6, share forfeiture will go by 4. And how did I get it? I've informed over here also. Okay, so now to the credit part. This is my credit part: share forfeiture and share allotment. Share forfeiture into 2 to share allotment account into 8. You can find it out from your own. 6 plus 4 is 10. Is 10 over here also? Yes, it is. Okay, so here you in narration you can write down 75 shares forfeited for non-payment of allotment. Okay, what all amount I'm going to write? How many shares? 75. So now 75 into 6, multiply this 75 with the values you have written in the bracket. Okay, so here you will get 30, 45. Okay, into 4, 300, into 2, 150 and share allotment 600. So this is the forfeiture entry. Then now what they are saying, all these shares are reissued. Now remember one thing, that on each share 2 rupees is received. So maximum discount which you can give is 2 rupees. Okay, and here they have reissued for 15, that means no discount given. So they are issued at premium. So I'll write bank account debit to share capital account. Capital will go by 10, and to securities premium reserve account will go by 5. Okay, and bank by 15. How many shares reissued? So all 75 shares are reissued at the rate 15, okay, with premium. So 75 into 15 will get 1125, into 10 750, and into 5 375. No discount given. So on each and every share 2 rupees discount could be given, and not a single rupee discount is given. So on each share 2 rupees is saved. So we'll transfer to capital reserve. So entry will be share forfeiture account debit into 2 to capital reserve into 2. Okay, that means 150 150. You can even see it from here. 150 was available for 75, not a single rupee discount given, so entire amount transferred. And you can even find it out from here as well. That 2 rupees discount could be given. So 150 we have transferred. So this is the solution of this uh, first point. Now let us do the second one. So let me draw the format first. Okay, so this is Gitika Limited journal. Okay, date, particulars, LF, debit, credit. Okay, so what does it say? Gitika Limited forfeited 1200 shares of 50 each. Okay, 50 rupees share. Why they are forfeited? Because issued at par for non-payment of final call of 10. Out of 50, 10 is not paid. That means 40 rupees was paid. Okay. So let us pass the forfeiture entry first. So my forfeiture entry is going to be share capital account debit into 50 to share forfeiture account into 40 and to share sorry, final call, right? So I'll write share final call into 10. Okay, how many share forfeited? 1200 shares forfeited for non-payment of final call. Narration is required, so make sure you write the narration. So now multiply 1200 by the values you have written in the bracket. 12 fives are 60, 1, 2, 3, 60,000. 12 fours are 48, and 12 into 10 is 12,000. So this is the forfeiture entry. Now how much discount you can give on per share? 40 rupees discount can be given on one share. Now what they are saying, out of this 900 shares, all the shares are not reissued. Only 900 shares are issued for 45. 50 rupees shares issued for 45. 5 rupees discount is given. So my entry will be bank account debit into 45, share forfeiture account debit into 5 to share capital account into 50. Okay, how many shares reissued? 900 shares reissued. So if you multiply, you'll get 40,500, 4,500, and 45,000. Now on each share you could have given a discount of 40 rupees, but here only 5 rupees discount was given. That means on each and every share 35 rupees is saved. Okay, I'm repeating again. 5 rupees discount is given, and earlier 40 rupees was received. So discount, maximum discount which could be given is 40 rupees. So here they gave only discount of 5. So out of 40, 5 rupees discount given. So 35 rupees is being saved on each and every share. So 35 you can transfer. So we'll write share forfeiture account into 35 to capital reserve into 35. Okay, 900 into 35 will give you 31,500. 31,500. This is the end of this second question as well. Okay, now this is a prorata question. Let us solve the forfeiture questions first. Okay, this is a forfeiture question of 3 marks. This question was in option. Against it, a debenture question was available. for 3 marks again. So what is given here in this question? A company forfeited 4,000 share of 10 each fully called up, on which application money of 3 has been paid. Out of 10, out of 10 rupees, what they are saying, fully called up, entire 10 rupees was called, and on which application of 3 is being paid. That means what is not paid? 7 rupees was not paid. Okay, 7 rupees on this share was not paid. Now what they are saying, and the shares are forfeited, right? Out of this, 2,000 shares were issued as fully paid up for 18,000. So let us pass the forfeiture entry first. So I'll write share capital account debit. Need to prepare the format and then write, okay, into 10 to share forfeiture account into 3 because 3 is received. And it's not mentioned that whether it was whether it was allotment, first call, or what. When you don't know what money is it, you can write here calls in arrears. So I'll write here calls in arrears because we don't specifically know what it was. So I'll write down 7. So how many shares? 4,000. So we'll get here 40,000, 12,000, and 28,000. This is my forfeiture entry. Now what they are saying, out of this 2,000 shares are reissued uh, as fully paid up for 18,000. Now we don't know whether discount is given or not. So what you need to do, multiply it with the face value. So if you reissue it at par, 2,000 into 10, this share are of 20,000, and instead of reissuing for 20,000, you have issued for 18,000. That means 2,000 discount is given. Okay, so my reissue entry will be bank account debit, sorry, share forfeiture, we are giving discount, so share forfeiture account also to share capital. Since 2,000 shares are reissued, okay, so 2,000 into 10, 20,000 should be there. They have reissued for 18,000, so 2,000 was the discount given. Now look at this thing, that on 2,000 share, how much discount you could have given? 7 rupees was, sorry, 3 rupees was received on each and every share. Okay, so 2,000 into 3, 6,000 discount is what we can give because 3 rupees was received. So 2,000 into 3, 6,000 is the maximum discount which could be given. So this people have given a discount of 2,000. So 4,000 rupees is saved. I'm repeating again. On each share, 3 rupees was received. That means on 2,000 share, 3 rupees discount can be given at max. So 6,000 rupees is the total discount which we could have given. Which we were able to give 6,000 discount on this 2,000 shares. But we gave a discount of only 2,000. So 4,000 rupees is saved, which will be transferred to capital reserve. Okay, so we'll write down share forfeiture account debit 4,000 to capital reserve account 4,000. This is the end of this question. Now, in the last paper, okay, we have one more 3 marks question. This is also a forfeiture question. Okay, so let us read it quickly. So it says, Disha Limited forfeited 500 share of 100 each, issued at 10 premium, 90 called up. So we need to take 90 plus 10 because 10 is the premium. Okay, on which the shareholder did not pay the allotment including premium of 30. That means 20 plus 10 was not paid. First call of 20, this was also not paid. Okay, so I'm repeating again, 90 was called up with 10 premium, allotment of 30 was not paid, first call of 20 was not paid. Then how much is paid? This is done, is 40, 90, so 50 rupees is paid, rest is not paid. This is the Debit part, share capital, share forfeiture. Sorry, the share capital and SPR. This is share forfeiture, share allotment, and share first call. So let us pass the forfeiture entry first here in this case. So my entry will be share capital account debit into 90, securities premium reserve account debit into 10, to share forfeiture into 50, to share allotment into 30, to share first call into 20. So how many shares? 500. Simply multiply this with 500 and keep on writing. 500 into 9 is 45,000, 5,000, 25,000, 30,000. Share allotment is 30,000. One second. And first call 10,000. So let us add and check whether we're getting the total as same only or not. 65. I think I 10% premium. We did something wrong. Yes, we have done something wrong. This is 100. This is also 100. No. Okay, okay. Sorry. I multiplied it wrong over here. Just silly mistake. Okay, 5 3 is 15. It's not 30. And 10. Now it's correct. Okay. Now moving towards the reissue part. Out of this, 300 shares were reissued for 80. Fully paid up. Fully paid up means 100 rupees share you're reissuing for 80, you're giving 20 rupees discount. On the shares, we can give a discount of 50. Remember this. We have given only the discount of 20. 30 rupees is saved. So let us pass the reissue entry first. So reissue entry is bank account debit into uh, how much we have reissued for 80. Sorry. Share forfeiture account into 20, to share capital into 100. 300, so 3 8s are 24, 3 2s are 6, and 30,000. Now we could have given discount of 50 because 50 was received. We gave only a discount of 20 rupees, so 30 rupees is saved, which will transfer. So my next entry will be share forfeiture account debit into 30, to capital reserve into 30. How many shares? 300. So 3 3s are 9, so 9,000 will be transferred to capital reserve. Okay, so we have one more question in the last set for 6 marks. This is also 4 feature journal entries questions. So let us quickly solve the first question. So it says pass necessary journal entry for the 4 feature and reissue in the following cases. Okay, Vipin Limited forfeited 10,000 shares at the rate 10 each, issued at a premium of 1. So, why they are forfeited? For the non-payment of second and final call of 2 per share. Out of 10 plus 1, what they are saying? Why they are forfeited? Because second and final call of 2 was not paid. 2 was not paid. That means 8 plus 1 was paid. Premium is also paid. So, whenever premium is paid in forfeiture entry, we are not supposed to write premium. So, we will not take premium here. Okay, why we are not supposed to take premium? Because if premium is paid, it should not be taken. How did I got to know that premium is paid? Because 10 plus what was the share, and final call, it is not mentioned that there was premium on final call. That means premium was either on application or on allotment, or if there is any first call in between, on that. first call. It wasn't given over there also. That means premium of 1 rupee was paid. Since it was paid, we are not supposed to take. So we'll take that out of 10 rupee share, 8 is paid and 2 is not paid. So I'll pass the forfeiture entry for this Vipin Limited first. Okay. So I need to write down Vipin Limited journal. Okay. Prepare the format properly and then start writing out the journal entries. Okay. Format is required. So I'll directly pass the entry for now. So my forfeiture entry will be share capital account into 10 to share forfeiture into 8 to share second and final call into 2. How many shares? 10,000 shares are forfeited. Why forfeited? For the non-payment and second and final call. So on, you need to complete the narration. So here we'll get 1 lakh, 80,000, 20,000. Now what else is given? Out of this, 60% of the shares were reissued. 60% means 60% of this is 6,000. 6,000 shares are reissued for 7 fully paid up. 10 rupees shares is reissued for 7, 3 rupees discount is given. We can give a discount of 8, but we have given discount of 3, that means 5 rupees will be saved. Okay, so let us pass the reissue entry first. Bank account debit into 7, share forfeiture account debit into 3, to share capital account into 10. So here how many shares are issued? 6,000. 6 sevens are 42, 6 threes are 18 and 60,000. Now discount of 8 can be given, but this people gave discount of only 3. 5 rupees on per share is saved. So that 5 rupees will be transferred to capital reserve. So we'll write share forfeiture account debit into 5 to capital reserve. How many shares? 6. 6 fives are 30. So 30,000 is transferred to capital reserve. This is the solution of Vipin Limited. Now the next question is of Deepak Limited. I'll quickly rub this out. So what is given in Deepak Limited's question? Okay. It says that Deepak Limited forfeited 800 shares of 10 each, 8 called up. So we need to consider only 8. So 8 called up. Why? Because for the non-payment of first call of 3. Out of 8, 3 is not paid, 5 is paid. So my forfeiture entry will be share capital account debit into 8, share forfeiture account into 5 to share first call into 3. How many shares? 800. So 8 eights are 64, 8 fives are 40 and 8 threes are 24. This is the forfeiture entry. Right now narration to be written: 800 shares forfeited for the non-payment of first call. Now they are saying all these shares, all the forfeited shares are reissued for 12. Fully paid up means 10 rupees shares reissued for 12. Premium is reissued at premium. Let bank account debit into 12, share capital into 10, securities premium reserve account into 2. So 12 8s are 96, 8,000 and 1,600. These people have not given any discount, but we can give a discount of 5 rupees on each and every share. Since no discount given, so entire 5 rupees per share will be transferred to share forfeiture account. So share forfeiture account into 5 debit to capital reserve into 5. How many shares? 800. So 8 5 are 40. 4,000 will be transferred to capital reserve. So here we have done with all the 4 feature questions of the 2023. Now all the pro rata questions are left, which are of 6 marks in each of the paper. So we'll start with the first paper.